The city has increasingly relied on volunteers to help get certain jobs done. And if you've noticed the shiny red fire hydrants around town, they're the work of a volunteer group called Hydrant.
Oh my gosh, you need help.
City of Bend has over 5,000 fire hydrants that need to be maintained yearly. Much of that is safety checks, inspection.
On an as-needed basis, these fire hydrants need to be tested. They need to be painted, they need to be flushed and oiled to make sure that the caps come off efficiently to allow the firefighters to do their job.
When you have so many hydrants in the system and so much need for maintenance, the backlog of hydrants being painted is terrific. So many just don't get touched and haven't over the years.
All departments within the City of Bend are looking for efficiencies, such as using volunteers. Public Works is no different. They have found volunteers that actually go out and paint the fire hydrants that allows staff then to do the more important things to the fire hydrants, such as replacement and other types of mechanical deficiencies.
City of Bend was contacted, I was contacted by I Heart Bend. It's a volunteer group that goes around and looks for different projects to help the community.
Jason Tuma, who is our project leader, we had him contact the city and ask them what they needed us to do, and they came back and said we could paint fire hydrants, and so just kind of evolved from there.
They offered us close to 800 volunteers for a one-day project 3 years ago, and we put them on hydrant painting.
To find out that we had 800 plus volunteers willing to go out and paint hydrants for the City of Bend was tremendous.
I think there's a lot of people that, when given the opportunity, want to serve their city and come out and make it a better place to live. And so when we gave people the opportunity to come together for a day, that the numbers were mind-boggling, really.
Hydrants just seemed like such a natural fit. A lot of people could get involved. It would be something that visually would impact the city immediately, and it would make a difference. And that's why we chose it.
Again, this efficiency allows our career staff to do other things, and without volunteers, we may not be able to effectively maintain these fire hydrants within the city.
You know, every year we're amazed at the amount of volunteers that show up. It seems like we always expect a certain amount, and we're always exceeding that. I guess it just goes to show you that people in this town want to participate, people want to give.
If it wasn't for I Heart Bend, we'd be way behind in our scheduling. We wouldn't have half the hydrants replaced that needed to be replaced.
I think one thing that was compelling about the fire hydrant project specifically was just the instant reward. You see your work and you can drive by it. People have that pride when they drive by the one that they painted and see that it's standing out and the city looks better for it.
Without I Heart Bend, we wouldn't have been able to get to as many of the fire hydrants for general maintenance. We would have been out painting the hydrants ourselves.
Well, because of these volunteers that are helping out Public Works, it allows Public Works to do the more critical maintenance items on these fire hydrants. It allows us to do our job more efficiently.
That's it for this month. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to give us a call. And remember, besides Bend Broadband Channel 11, you can watch all our City Edition episodes on the city's website, our YouTube channel, our iTunes podcast, and we're even on Facebook. Check us out. We'll be back next month with a brand new City Edition.